like to add what you're saying when it comes to the Drake thing, like what Drake did with the industry was like in multiple ways. Like no artist like stayed relevant in all these different facets. Like when Drake was like, "Oh, this song's so weak," his this whole different promotion thing came in behind him. No artist has
Yeah.
that. Like on multiple levels, it kept Drake's relevancy, right? Like you saying Hot
Right.
Like Bling was trash, and it was like literally there was a song with the same beat that
That
year.
that came out before that, and Drake took
Camera
the beat
ass.
Took
and
the
made
beat, but then the meme cult like, and then they used this whole meme culture thing,
yeah.
and it was crazy. Like the whole like Drake thing, and like the lack of care Drake has for the culture. Like Drake will just buy your whole verse. Drake will like literally take your album, like he was like saying for Weekend. Like the way the industry Drake was doing.
The crazy thing is, I don't subscribe to all that Jewish shit and entertainment, like all the conspiracy shit. But I'll say this:
It's not a conspiracy. Like, look
no,
up
no,
who
hold
actually
on.
owns this shit.
All I want to say was it's hard to dispute it when you see the way Drake operates.
Let
I
me
was about
answer
to
that.
say
Drake operates like in the same way that
we
people
don't
actually talk about it, and it's
we
Thank you.
crazy.
we
Thank
can
you.
we don't even have to say we can cut the whole like the term Jew out. The fact remains is Drake is like Obama is in he's the perfect prototype to push.
Yeah, 100%. And let me in this goddamn meeting, man.
Wait, what'd you say at the end?
Let me in this meeting, man.
And the other one.
Did you say let's start it?
No,
I said,
in the meeting. No, on the other one. Like he's on his phone. He needs to get on his laptop.
Oh, I didn't even see you up there.
Yeah, he's been saying it.
there we go.
But yeah, like Drake with it, like, and the reason I like tie in and say like what Chris Brown is like, Chris Brown like is talented. Like Chris Brown probably one of the most talented. People won't give him that because of like his past and his mistakes and everything else. But talent wise, Chris Brown's almost unrivaled, right? It's hard to really touch Chris Brown talent-wise, but Chris Brown was kind of bred into the industry at a young age where he has this disconnection, and that's kind of where I'm coming from.
Okay, now I can agree with you on that. I feel like any person who comes into fame at an early age is gonna be having a disconnect from the common man.
Yeah.
I feel like when it came to like Prince or Michael Jackson, they didn't really come off having that much disconnect. Like they were still humbled, loving people. Unlike, no, look at
Prince,
me.
fuck no. Prince is probably the most cocky nigga to ever walk this fucking planet.
Bro, Michael Jackson had to rent out a supermarket to shop normal.
But at the end of the day, Michael Jackson, like when people made jokes of him, he always enjoyed the humor. Michael Jackson was hanging out with like normal comedians. People was like, "Hey, this guy's a big fan of you." Michael Jackson was still connecting to young people and the normal people.
Here's the thing, that's different, man. Because
Chris Brown will steal your stuff off the internet and then clown you. Like
that's true.
That's different. That's different, man. Because some people are just fucking assholes. Some people can be as famous as they can be, and they can still be down to earth, humble, and not let that shit get to their head. Some people just fucking assholes, man. I heard a story about some dude who he was just chilling at a bar by himself, and he was at the bar having some drinks, and like there were some ladies that were there before him, and they were just sitting down already, and he sat down beside them, and there was like a seat between them. He sat down, just having drinks. He ain't talking to him. He ain't bothering him. Nothing. He doing his own thing, just having drinks. One of the lady looks over and was like, "Do you think you can sit here?" And he's just like, "I mean, y'all expecting anybody else, or like, am I taking a seat? My bad." And they're like, "No, but do you think you could just sit here like that?" And he was like, "My bad. Like, who the fuck are y'all?" You know who that bitch was?
Who?
Amy Schumer.
What?
Now,
and this was before she got big. She was already cocky. She was just like, "You think you could just be in our presence? You think you could just sit here? Like who the fuck are you?" And
I fucking
like,
can't stand Amy Schumer. She's such a
I can't stand
weirdo.
her either.
well, he was just like, first, I'm not talking to you. Second of all, I'm not even sitting on y'all. Like, it's a seat between us. She just was like, I get this whole area because I'm Amy Schumer. Some of
I remember
for no reason.
No. And but here's the thing, like with Chris Brown though, like Chris Brown, he's industry nice. As in he will do nice things for the industry. That's the same thing Jay-Z do. You don't see them do like Like they don't see a
That's what
normal
I'm
poor
saying. person
and you don't ever see that. They will be like Jay-Z's, Beyonce, Chris Brown. Like people will, if you're in that like what's that Black Society thing? If you Boule, if you in that thing, they're that type of people, but they're not like nice. Like I see things all the time. Jamie Foxx will go out his way. Like if you see some struggle, Jamie Foxx will just help. Won't even promote it. Just do something. You know, like there's famous Kanye the same way. Like there's people that's nice that do nice things, but like he that industry person. Like if you're not somebody, you're a nobody.
Yeah, definitely. Chris Brown definitely got that type of energy.
But as in Drake, if Drake does something for somebody else, it's always for clout. It's always because like funny.
Thank you, bro. It's never genuine. Same with Hov.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. Like Jay-Z do things for like he'd be like, I helped Meek Mills out. Oh, that's cool. There's other people struggling, and then you see all these other little things when he tied into it, and you're like, oh, okay. Or Beyonce be like, I just came out with this black album. What have you did for black people? Like
Beyonce Beyonce actually does give back. Beyonce has like a lot of charity.
So I'll say this too.
See, charity's iffy. I've never seen
but Beyonce hires up and coming people. Like whenever you look at Beyonce's projects, all the choreography, all the makeup be black, all the dancers be new black dancers. I feel like Beyonce gives back and tries to put on.
But you think Jay-Z doesn't?
No, Jay-Z does not. Like you said, Jay-Z does shit for PR purposes. I'm gonna help a nigga if it's high profile and make me look a certain way. I'm not gonna help a random nigga on the street or nobody in my hood.
There's no way you can win when you're rich and famous and you try to help people.
That's not true.
No, there's plenty. There's plenty of examples.
Nipsey tried to help a lot of people. Fucking Kobe was a giver. There's a lot of famous niggas who's known for being good people. You feel me? Queen Diana, Princess Diana was a good person.
Princess Diana really was like she was really out there.
Yeah, you can be rich and famous and be good.
I feel like to a degree you always gonna get criticized. Like, is that charity real?
Nah, but like,
are you doing this for
J. Cole, Keanu Reeves? They don't promote that. People just start catching them.
I feel like a lot of people do charity that don't promote it. But then like people think that they don't do it, and then they just get.
But it's but that's the thing though. Why do you when you start seeing the promotion towards famous people, helping famous people is different. Why is that not silent? Like it's not like a famous person like, oh, he helped me. It's type of like thing. Like here's all these articles of Jay-Z helping Meek. Like let Meek say it. Let Jay-Z say, like it's kind of weird, you know? Like all these articles come out with this one thing. Like, come on.
You know? I think that's annoying too. Because I wonder how much control do you have over that? Like, could I control it? Like, hey, don't be talking about me giving money to people. Or are they saying like the one thing we don't talk about it.
Like the one thing I was looking at, which I'll tie into RIP to DMX. Swiss Beats was on Breakfast Club and he was talking about how before DMX really had money back in the day, he was like, God told me to pay for all y'all in this restaurant. Like DMX was just charity. And like Swiss was telling him, you never seen anything until DMX, you don't see anything about how DMX was just like really charitable and helping people. That type of thing.
Yeah.
Swiss had to tell him. Swiss was like telling him and everything. It wasn't even no promotional thing. Like you didn't see no articles about DMX did such and such. It was like, nah, bro. Like they wasn't pushing that.
I'm gonna miss X.
Hell yeah, man.
I'm gonna miss X.
I think that's a true poet. That's a true artist. Like if you ever just see his interviews and his energy and like how he was, the man, talk about somebody that was really talented, but like we didn't get to see his full level of talent. The man could act. I truly always believe he would have got an Oscar if he would have stayed down that path. If he would have went, he would have been better. Like what people felt like about Bow Wow leaving rap and going there or whatever else, he would have been, DMX would have been on the level of Will Smith, if not higher, because he killed every role. Like I don't even know how. Like DMX has these weird tics about him, but when he acts or when he performs, gone.
Yeah, like something about that nigga like makes him just a cold ass actor, bro. Like,
bro, all the subtle differences. If you ever seen, I think it's called The Last King. Is this movie where he's like narrating through the movie and everything else? It's so dope. Cradle to the Grave is one of my favorite movies, bro. It killed it, bro. DMX is really talented.
Man, should have saw that coming because like DMX's albums go hard, but when that nigga would always stop to do the prayers and the skits, them shits always went hard, nigga. I was like,
yeah.
I was like, damn.
Have
And
you ever
yeah,
seen
he
him
was
just
actually
do it
spitting poetry.
in person? Like when he's just sitting down and he like do an interview and he like just say one of the prayers. It's like the energy just completely like it's dope.
DMX always did some dumbass shit too. Like when that nigga sang Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Hell yeah.
Bro, I retweet that every Christmas.
Oh my god. That nigga was adding the DMX ad libs in the come on. What?
They had him do the apparently like the girl that was on the Cradle to the Grave where he was the stepdad of, they hung out like last year, the year before, and he's driving and they're playing Taylor Swift Shake It Off, and he was like, What?
Oh shit. I'm gonna miss that nigga, man. One of the first artists that got me into hip hop.
Was he really?
In general. Yeah. Like I started out listening to DMX. Honestly, I feel like DMX had a lot more appeal to kids because of all the fucking animal sound shit. It was random shit. And like if you didn't understand what this nigga was fully talking about as a kid, it just put weird imagery in your head. This nigga just kept talking about cats and dogs and shit.
These cats.
I'm imagining like a cat, like off Cat Dog with like a Tommy gun or some shit. It's like, nigga, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I fucks with it. But yeah, I started out listening to DMX, Juvenile.
Never Die Alone. That's the movie I was thinking about. Never Die Alone. It's a really dope movie.
I feel like this nigga got like a fucking Tupac catalog of movies.
He does actually. He's so cold, which is kind of crazy. You think about Tupac and DMX, two real ass men, but like they could act, they could perform, they could act. They had these like certain level of like connection and spiritualism about them.
Yeah, them two niggas is very similar, man, for real.
For real, like
DMX is just more gritty. DMX is rougher around the edges than Tupac is.
I think the grittiness came from the drugs. Like DMX could talk about that 1 second.
No.
Yeah. But I think it's more than just the drugs. I really think it's just his upbringing. Like DMX is really grew up as a real roughneck ass nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He was born in Yonkers and then moved to Baltimore.
Horrible. But Pac grew up in Baltimore too, though. So they kind of from the same city.
Adding the levels right there, bro. Add the similarities.
I was like, sheesh. Damn. All right, well.
What's your favorite DMX song?
Ooh. Damn. Okay, look, my favorite DMX song, I'm gonna have to say it's either, I ain't gonna lie, I hate to be cliche, but How's It Going Down is a great fucking song. But it's either gonna be How's It Going Down or it's gonna be motherfucking, damn, what's it called? I don't know where I'm coming from, so where do I go? It's with Mary J. Blige, but but he got a lot of shit, bro. I can't really pick one, but if I had to pick one, it probably had to be How's It Going Down.
Bro, I didn't listen to that song for like the last couple of years.
Oh, really?
I always skipped over it because I only fucked with the hard shit. Pause.
Same. I didn't like 2 years ago. Like 2 years ago, I was like, bro, this nigga is spitting. The thing I like about How's It Going Down to me is because it is like one of the few moments where you can hear a love song from the perspective of a straight masculine ass nigga. And it's like, he's not simping, he's not sucking, he's not being a bitch, he's not being soft. I've never heard just a street nigga, because even 21 Questions wasn't that gangster. How's It Going Down is like, this is a real nigga spitting real game. You feel me? Like, you can't help but respect it.
The only other song I think that would go there hard, damn, I hate to keep making these parallels, would be a Tupac song. I don't even remember which one is it? Run the Streets with Your Thugs or whatever.
You can run the streets with your thugs. That's a nigga song too. See, I like that song. I always like that song growing up because that was a love song from the perspective of a nigga. Like, let me go hang out with my niggas, and when I'm done, it's all you. It's all you. But let me get this out of my system. Women don't. To this day, women don't get that shit, bro. To this fucking day. Like, oh God.
They really don't, bro. It's sad.
I don't know. Well, for me, I'm not sure because like when I think of a DMX song, I think of like the interesting like rhyme scheme and pattern. Like he had weird like phrase patterns with his songs. Which one? Because like and I can't even think of the names right now. It's just like, I don't know, like when I think of like, oh, what's my favorite DMX song? I get caught in like, he'll say one line and I'll be stuck on that one line. Like,
Nigga, for real.
Like, and it's simple shit. Like for me, like what was that song where he was just like, he said such and such, and then he came back and he went to an interview and then he was like, mind your business, lady. And I was like,
oh yeah, I know you're talking
I
about.
was looking at it yesterday. I was like, bro, that just killed me. Or he was like,
Rough Riders anthem, I believe.
girls' names. And I was like, why is it so wrong? Or the prayer.
Niggas love that goddamn
What they
song.
want.
What these bitches want from. First time I heard that song, I just busted out laughing. I was like, bruh, this shit right
what
here,
was the
nigga.
song where he doing like a prayer and he like talking to God? The one of the songs he talking to God.
Slipping.
Yes, like.
Okay, I'm saying that's a lot of songs, nigga. That's a lot.
I can't.
Nah, he's talking about slipping, I think.
Slipping.
That's
one of them. I can't get it up.
name one, bro. Like because like I think a verse like DMX, like he got so many songs and everything else, you know, probably something that doesn't have Swiss Beats weak ass trumpets on there.
Jesus.
I'm sorry.
You don't like that? That's not what's hot in the streets?
I was actually listening to recent DMX. I was listening to recent DMX with what's Jadakiss crew. Like they came out with like some mixtape or album. They had a video. Yeah, and I was listening to it, and DMX was like still gritty with it. I was like, why he killed this still? I was like, it's so hard.
That nigga nasty.
Dark X.
Bro, he is. That song he had with Aaliyah was so interesting. I don't know. He just had DMX really like he was him, but he almost could change, like just do subtle things, and he'd be like, "Damn, this is really different for him."
You could technically do that song. I mean, One Piece, yeah, or Try Again. Dust yourself off. Try Again with Aaliyah. Damn, both of them songs were hard.
That was DMX?
Yeah, DMX and Aaliyah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember DMX on that goddamn song.
At least I
They had
don't
a
know.
video.
Was he on Try Again?
They
Or
had
was
a
it-
video.
I don't know.
No, they
was
had a
that all
video.
in?
Wait, what song am I thinking of? Where
I know they was on One Piece. You know, back in One Piece, if you make this promise to me,
I hated that goddamn
One
song.
Piece. That was like the Romeo must.
Oh no! But DMX verse was killed it, bro. The song was weird because it had a weird rhythm to it, but his verses was so dope. The dun the dun the dun, you know, you're gonna come to a dark art. Like it's dope, bro. He bought barking. I was watching an interview like 2 weeks ago, and it was Murda Mook talking about DMX, and like he was like, bro, DMX was so cold freestyling. He said he was freestyling, and then at the right time, his dog would jump in. Then he would stop the dog, like a part of the verse, bro. In
Yeah,
a
I saw that
freestyle
shit.
battle, he was like, hold up, let me get him. It was just like, what? How? And he was like, they were talking about how that was like next level, and he was like, bro.
What? This nigga's dog jumped in a freestyle?
That nigga said, I saw that shit too.
At the
That
perfect
nigga
time.
said, I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna spit him. Hold on, while let me get him.
Only
It was
DMX. Only he would have his
hard,
dog do that. When a nigga do that to you, what do you do? You just like,
You can't do shit, bro. The whole block probably like, oh.
yeah, bro. How you feel that happens, and you have a cold line, and you feel like you get clearance, like you just know you can't say nothing, bro.
it's like, bro, that's some bull, that's some fuck ass shit. Did you train him for this? Like, what is that?
You want to say, bro, that's illegal, bro. That's TFTC.
He said, hold on, let me get him. Man, my favorite song. Damn, it's hard. It's hard, bro. I listen to a lot of that nigga shit, so it's hard to pick one. It may either be One More Road to Cross, or I say maybe Here We Go Again.
Man, that one is good. And I was thinking about that one too. That nigga was talking about how he hooked a little young nigga up and put him in the game. Then he had to come back, and that was good. That was a good track, dog. I really like that one. I really like that one.
He put somebody in the game and he kept fucking him over, so he had to kill him. I was like,
Yeah,
damn.
yeah.
Here
we go again.
I was like, why am I listening to this shit as like a 10-year-old? I was like, why am I
That
listening?
nigga DMX. I like the way he rapped. That nigga said, and I know decision that I made go against the rules of the game that we play. It's like that. I love the way that nigga be rapping.
Bro, he had like
Talking with Shorty, maybe you wanna do something nice. Talking with Shorty, maybe you wanna do something nice.
you see what I'm saying? Like he just changed the pattern, just like tweaks it. And it's like it's so dope and so unique. I think like this is gonna be sad to say, but like because of his death, if they drop his album, he may actually go platinum.
I think so.
Like I was thinking before, like this is gonna be like for the old school old heads, rough rider bike people. But like now, because Mourning, this album could transcend.
That nigga never. The only reason why DMX fell off is because he kept falling off doing ridiculous shit. I feel like that was the only reason he fell off.
DMX seemed like such a true soul, but he was also always fighting with demons.
Yeah, that's the only reason he fell off. Like his quality of music never really went down. He just kept going to jail for weirdo shit. Like I can't lie, bro. I'm still gonna laugh at the reasons why that nigga went to jail because they were hilarious. When I figured out that nigga impersonated a cop to commandeer a vehicle, bro, that is next level hilarious. You ain't never heard that?
It's the NYPD.
This nigga, bro, this nigga stole somebody's car because he was like, I'm an undercover cop. I need your car. Like, this nigga stole some.
He was literally living the Belly life, bro. He was literally living the life of Belly.
And I
read the story. This nigga, what Ja Rule says, DMX was like, hey man, get in the car, we finna go ride type shit. And he was like, all right, he thought nothing of it. And he said as they was driving, they got pulled over. And come to find out that DMX had stole the car from like his record label executive. And then DMX was like, actually the car's not really mine. And John was like, nigga, what? And then the cop was like, well, you stole it and you don't have your license on you, so you're not driving this car. And he said, DMX was like, fuck it, man, don't worry about it. And he said, DMX got out the car and went to the side of the freeway and started hitchhiking. He was like, what the fuck? And he said some random black girl pulled up on him and was like freaking out. She was like, is this DMX and Ja Rule hitchhiking? So she got us in the car and took us straight back to her hood. And we was in the hood at her grandma's house and the whole hood came outside like, yo, what the fuck?
Remember they said, what was it, back in like the early 2090, DMX was just hanging with Latin Kings, whatever he wanted. He just showed up and everybody like, hey, like.
That nigga DMX wild. You know what also people don't talk about? It's like DMX literally had mental issues. Like
he was struggling. He's fought a lot.
No joke. That nigga was in special ed classes.
Damn, for real?
I'm not joking. He was in special ed classes. Like, I always wondered, I was like, if y'all know this and you know this nigga still in cars, like, why is someone not like, monitoring this nigga a little closer? Like, he's DMX now. He has money and power, and he's choosing to steal random cars. Like, somebody step in, nigga.
But like DMX would like be a preacher because he was a preacher at one point.
He was,
and he tried. But I think like I don't know the details, and nobody really talked about details. What made him keep sliding back? Because like. They showed DMX like in February with Busta Rhymes, and they were out there and just talking, enjoying life. And then they said all this happened in April because DMX like overdosed again. So it's like, I don't know what he was struggling with.
That's in February when he was with Busta Rhymes. Just a week, I think it was only a week before he OD'd. He was on Drinking Champs with Noriega.
Yeah, that's when he said he could drop dead right now and he'd be all right. He would be like, I lived a good life.
Sheesh.
Bro, this nigga DMX has 17 kids.
17 kids?
Yep.
17.
Yep.
That nigga was really living that goddamn song what these bitches want from a nigga.
Yeah, bro, he was naming off every baby mama. That was a shout out to all.
Now it says he has 3. No, now I say it's 2 different reports. I see 3, I see 15, I see 17.
He has over 10 kids. It was confirmed when he got out of jail that last time, he had over 10. He even said it himself. I think it was the Breakfast Club or something where he said like, yeah, I got over 10.
Damn.
I want a lot of kids.
Because, Charlamagne was like, damn, 10? And he's like, yeah.
Whew. That's crazy.
Whew.
At
that point, with that many kids, you can't avoid child support. The numbers ain't in your favor.
Probably. DMX probably like with everything he had going on, it was probably hard for him to keep a connection with a woman. Like he probably get a connection, but it was hard to keep that connection.
It's hard to keep connection with them kids. Boy.
Well, you know, he had videos like every once in a while there'll be a video of him like with like a certain child or his or whatever else.
I bet he got to the point where he started assuming if kids approach him, he was like, I guess you do. What's up? What's up, shorty?
I can't keep up with that many goddamn kids. There's no way you can give all them motherfuckers love, bro. I'm sorry. It's like, don't nobody got enough time in the day for that shit, bro.
I couldn't. But when they walk in my house, I would have literally put a little sticker on them, and I would have said, all right, now what's your name? I would just have to write their name on the sticker. I was like, keep that on this whole weekend.
You ever just pay attention? You ever notice like the old parents that used to have like 8+ kids and stuff like that? The old families like that?
Yeah. Man, I kind of want that, but nigga, I'm 30. I ain't got the energy for that in 10 years. Fuck that.
Real shit.
Raising like 10 little nigglets. No, I'm good. I'm good, B. I'm good.
I think it's like, I don't know how people raise it, but like every time I see like kids come from like big families, like when it comes like 8 and plus, all of them seem to do pretty well.
They don't got a choice, nigga. They building a dynasty.
The Rock.
They got a support system. They're like, okay, mama can't feed me. I know this motherfucker can. Like, you older. You like, what, 5, 7 years older? Nigga, cook something. Shit. What you doing? Yeah, at that point, your kids raise themselves after a while, bro. Like you got to space them out. You got to have like 2 or 3 at the front. Do that overlap and work whenever you gone. You're like, all right, watch your little brothers and sisters. We out. We're going to be back. We got to go get dinner. We got to get away from you niggas.
Yeah.
That's true.
You got to space them niggas out. Like, all right, I'm in charge, you little bitches. Wash my shoes, nigga, while I do homework.
Can you believe at one point we could have had, there's a timeline where DMX, Ja Rule, and Jay-Z was in a group? Can you believe that? There's a timeline where them three were this super group, and Jay-Z was the smooth gangster, DMX was the gritty gangster, and Ja Rule was the loud gangster.
Studio gangster.
Yeah, I was like, Ja Rule is not a gangster at all.
No, that's what I mean by the loud, because you know the loud one talks is usually not the one about it.
True.
We could have had it with those three. Just think, 50 Cent wouldn't have been a thing with those three.
Damn, you ain't lying.
Like 50 Cent, like it would have been so different. Like that beef would not have happened. Like it would have changed so much. Like The Rock would have been different, bro. Kanye would have never got on. Like it would have been so different because like Jay, like with that whole thing being the thing, like they wouldn't have put because gangster rap would have got an extra 5 years.
Hell yeah, for real.
Yeah, it would have got an extra like it would have probably been like it would have been this whole other regime of New York. Like New York would have held it down, and it would have delayed the South taking over.
You ain't lying though, yeah, because
it would have delayed it. The South taking over is inevitable. Like if you just know, but it would have delayed the shit out of it. Like Houston wouldn't have came like as hard that year, those 2 years as it was. It would have kind of they would have been sprinkled in. You know, you would have saw this person here, like because like DMX was like a big fan of like Scarface and stuff like that, so he probably would have featured on a Houston person. You know, so different.
So do y'all think there's any validity to these like weird conspiracies coming out about DMX?
What conspiracy?
That he died from the COVID vaccine?
Yeah, because I mean, this family said that he didn't have have an overdose. His own family was like, that nigga took the shot, but they took them articles down. But I did see where his family said, no, he didn't overdose. He took the shot a few days ago, and then he got a heart attack. So, I mean, the jury's out, but I wouldn't be surprised, honestly.
I think one of the things is like, we're as a society when it comes to things like that, we too quick to just blame whatever is the big end thing. Like not to say like the shot was the thing, but the thing is like he wouldn't be the only one. There needs to be some type of thing that shows this is what happens to people. Now
there have been a lot of reports of people getting a shot and dying and getting fucked up. Like there's been quite a few.
But see, that was one of the things like people getting a shot and dying is like, all right, did the shot actually kill them or was it something else?
Nigga, these niggas was cool, went and got the shot, it was dead. Like, what else could it have been?
Okay, but like, but that's the iffy thing. Like, it's not like an instant thing. It's like a couple days later, right?
Nigga.
No,
a couple days after you get the shot.
but so many things happen. Like I hear what you're saying. Like, oh, the shot and everything else. Because here's the thing: there is big reports are coming out. The one that Europe is using, people are getting blood clots and dying. Right?
Yeah.
That's plenty of reports, but we don't have those same reports on these other ones.
What you
No,
mean?
it's only AstraZeneca.
Yeah, it's only AstraZeneca.
Only what?
AstraZeneca, the other one. That's the one
brand?
that's
Because
getting all the blood clots.
Pfizer, Moderna, AstraZeneca. I think Johnson & Johnson is still in development, but they're trying to improve it.
Mm-hmm.
But
So-
AstraZeneca
so-
is one.
Let's just look at these: AstraZeneca, Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson & Johnson. So we have 4 manufacturers. Now, AstraZeneca's causing blood clots. Johnson & Johnson was causing cancer in motherfuckers with baby powder. Motherfucking Pfizer got sued for literally paying people to falsify goddamn.
Nobody said, like, I've been stated Pfizer been a shady company. That's why everybody was on the fence.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like you got the only company that hasn't came under scrutiny is which
Moderna?
one is it?
Moderna.
So out of 4 manufacturers, 3 of them motherfuckers can't be trusted. And you expect me to take this money? Now, what's even crazier is, say we didn't know that there were different manufacturers of this vaccine. Now it's just 75% of all vaccines are untrustworthy. And that's if we didn't know. But now that we know of this shit, it's just like, we know 3 out of 4 of the manufacturers are shady. Like, and y'all still want niggas to take this shit? Like, I don't know, bro.
So okay. Companies being shady, like, that's America. Like, I'm not, and that's not even trying to, like, excuses, like, that's the thing, right? And the whole promoting thing is like the whole fear promotion, right? So people's like, man, I'm trusting this shady company or whatever else. But the thing is, Pfizer has turned out to be a good, like, statistically speaking, turned out to be a good vaccine.
Statistically speaking, what?
Pfizer turned out to be a good vaccine because everybody was thinking about it.
How? Them niggas literally paid people to falsify testimonials, nigga. They paid doctors to say this shit is good when they shit is not. And this wasn't 30 years ago.
Okay.
This was in the 2000s.
Now, I mean, but that's happening now.
You know what I'm saying? I just don't.
That
You
makes
right, shady.
That makes it worse.
This is recent shit.
No, I'm
Makes
saying
it
like
worse.
but all that's happening during COVID anyway.
That makes it
Okay.
worse.
Right, that makes it even worse. Why would I I just can't rock with this
It's
vaccine
too-
shit.
It's too vague to be like, is it the vaccine? Because there's no telling how many other things could have been.
I mean, I just feel like if a motherfucker was perfectly fine, they wasn't sick, and they just got the vaccine because the society had pressured them to go get this vaccine, and all of a sudden they pop up paralyzed or can't see, or they pop up dead in 3 days. It's like, what else could it have been, bro? Like,
now the whole drug overdose excuse is what makes this iffy, right? Like the fact that they just say like, oh, because of like bad use of drugs, he had a heart attack and went in a coma. They said drug overdose. Now, and his family saying, no, he wasn't doing no drugs no more. That's what makes this iffy, right? And that's the one
right.
because
I'm going off what this family said.
yeah.
You can talk about conspiracy all day, but that nigga's family said no. That nigga,
I'll be real with you. I'll be real with you, man. If you got a member in your family who be abusing drugs, you know.
thank you. You know when they on
like,
that shit.
You're like, nah, man. Because, like, not only does it come down to drug usage, it come down to mannerisms, too. Motherfuckers act different. They don't show up for certain things. You're like, man, they ain't made it here like 2 times in a row. I don't know, man. I might need to check in.
At DMX going back on drugs, it had to be like super right then.
Yeah.
Slip right then. Because it couldn't have been like he started slipping because that would have been reports.
Normally, DMX do crazy shit.
Like, DMX checked himself into rehab. Nobody had to make that nigga go to rehab. He checked himself into rehab and just got out that bitch not that long ago. It's not like, and we just seen him in interviews and verses, and he had weight on his body, weight on his face. That nigga wasn't on no goddamn drugs. You feel me? Like,
Well, he did just do an interview not so long ago with Noriega.
Yeah, right. Thank you. And he
Like a week
had all
before.
the weight on his body, all the weight on his face. That nigga was clean, and he was talking about how he was good. Like that nigga was good, bro. That nigga family said he wasn't doing drugs. That nigga wasn't doing drugs, bro. And your family gonna know.
I'm telling you, like if anybody knows, that's why I was like, if they say he wasn't doing it, I believe him.
Right. I don't believe his family. I'm not gonna tell this nigga's family they lying, fam. Like if they said this nigga was clean, that nigga was clean.
Not only that, but he has a long history of doing drugs, so it's not like they would have lied for embarrassment or some shit. It's
Well,
like,
right.
like
Well,
the
the
world
toxology-
knows how he get down. Like
But the toxology, though.
What?
The toxology.
Toxicology? It probably hasn't even came back yet. The nigga just died
I'm about
yesterday.
to- I'm about to say, did it come out?
No. He was in the hospital in a coma. Like they not gonna know what's in the system.
True, but did they? We ain't seen the toxicology, nigga.
No,
But-
I was gonna say, did they show that report? Because here's the thing, don't
They
forget
said it
what I
was an
told you.
overdose.
I
But
mean,
did they
yeah,
show the
they said
report?
that.
Overdose
His
of
family
what?
said otherwise.
Overdose of what though?
They
did
sure never specified.
Yeah, did
They
they
never
show
said
it?
cocaine.
They did say drug overdose.
They said drug overdose.
Drugs is anything.
A vaccine is the drug.
Yes.
but they
Vaccine's a
no,
drug.
Joe's right. They
Medicine-
never said cocaine. They never said nothing. They just said overdose. They didn't say shit about what substance was in
They
this
said
man's body.
OD.
And then they came back and said the crazy thing is because first they said overdose, then they said he tested positive for COVID while he was in a coma. Like nigga, okay, the fuck,
Everybody tested
like
positive for COVID.
Because here's the thing, don't forget, bro. You really have to watch these fucking articles because don't you remember what I told you about the dude in Florida who is known worldwide now as the bath salt man, who didn't have bath salts in his system at all. He didn't have any bath salts, but he's known as the bath salt man just because the media reported it wrong. And people still don't know that to this day. So
that's wild.
and I'm not trying to put a fucking tinfoil hat on about this shit, but I'm just saying, like, what I've been saying all week, people got to stop jumping to conclusions too goddamn fast and leaning all the way in on
His
news until
manager-
it comes all the way out.
His managers just said it was an overdose.
Not only that, his manager had to come out like 3 different times and tell the media again, he's not dead.
Mm-hmm.
Even I asked, I was like, bro, why the media trying to kill this nigga so fast? It's like DMX is dead. Wait a minute, he's not dead. Like I even checked Wikipedia one of them times, and Wikipedia was like, he died today. And then like I came back the next day and they took it down. It's like, no, he ain't really dead. They took the
TMZ
death
took
part
down
away.
their stuff and everything else. Well, the thing is, like, apparently, like him being in the vegetative state and everything else, like, he was such a bad condition that he was gonna die or come back with brain damage.
Mm.
That's how bad of a state, and everybody just kind of went with what the media was saying was like, oh, he's dead. That's why if you notice when he went into a coma, everybody was instantly already talking about how he's dead.
Right.
And I get he was in a bad condition, but it's like it's one of the things like how powerful the media is, and if you kind of like, spark one little thing, it just kind of takes over.
Bro,
And like TMZ posts something, and all the other news sources post something.
that nigga
It's like the boy who cried wolf, but like with social media.
got rest in peace to like 3 times this week. He got like on 3 different days. Man, what else? I'm about to say something else, man. Damn. Fuck, I forgot it, man. I had something else to say about this.
DMX, a legend, icon.
Damn, what was I about to say?
Also here's something interesting.
That's what I was gonna
Oh,
say.
what are you gonna say?
I don't think so I saw somebody post whenever you get the vaccine, there's a chance that if you have a weak heart, it could fuck you up. I don't think, because I know motherfuckers get weird and they automatically assume that the CIA or the government is trying to neutralize niggas. I don't think that's how life works. I don't think there was any reason for anybody to try to kill DMX.
Maybe not him, but the CIA is against niggas for shit.
I mean, I guess yeah, but like I don't think they had a
DMX is
directive
gonna buy
to kill
CBS,
DMX.
bro.
Say
Fuck
what?
out of here.
Wait, what'd you say?
He's gonna buy CBS.
Jesus Christ. I say that about any nigga that dies now.
That's what everybody does.
Dr. Sebi is trying to buy CBS. He's gonna turn it into a vegan network.
Niggas, I got to slide.
Yeah, we'll finish it.
Yeah, man.
It's
almost gym time.
Yeah, like the whole thing. It's sad. Everybody's mourning the icon. He a legend. I didn't know. The funny thing is, Swerve pointed this out. I didn't take New York rappers as gangster rappers. There's only 5 rappers I thought was like gangster rappers, and everybody else was woke. And I thought Nas was a woke rapper until I was like, oh, he was a gangster rapper. If you wasn't 50, DMX, and like 2 or 3 other people, I just thought you was a woke rapper. Didn't matter what you were.
Listen.
Nas wasn't no gangster rapper to me though. I think Nas was like
a rapper.
He was like half woke, half gangster, but slightly more woke.
That's how I felt.
Listen, Jay-Z literally stabbed his own brother.
I never looked at Jay-Z as a gangster rapper.
He shot his brother in the shoulder. No, he stabbed another nigga.
You're right. Yeah, no, you're right. Jay-Z shot his brother. He stabbed that other dude in the club.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Bro, and the best part is Jay-Z did it like the fucking Godfather or some shit. What did he tell that nigga in the club? He's like, you broke my heart.
That's
my heart.
That nigga is crazy, though.
It's some mafioso shit.
I think it said you broke my heart.
Broke my heart. And for this, you must pay.
Oh man.
Oh shit. Bro, that nigga shot his brother, bro. Jay-Z thugging, bro. Is that nigga brother alive? I've never seen his brother. Is he alive?
Yeah, we seen his mama thinking that was it.
I've never seen his brother.
I can't tell if he killed him or if he just like, I just don't fuck with you. And I mean, when you get shot by your brother, I could see why you don't want to fuck with each other. I'd be like,
right, I wouldn't fuck with a nigga if he shot me, nigga. The fuck, bitch. Fuck you forever, nigga.
Imagine being his brother though.
Black people gotta forgive, bro.
We always gotta forgive. It's always us.
Mm-hmm.
We should forgive each other, though. I agree.
It's hard to forgive a nigga that shoot you, bro. That
is tough. That's real tough. That's tough shit.
I think it's more forgivable to forgive a nigga that shot you in war than outside of war. It's like, nigga,
some real nigga shit though.
Yeah. It's like military. It's like, bro, we just 2 dudes trying to get a Camaro, nigga. Like, I get it, but it's like, my nigga, like, I'm your brother. We get to talk this out, you bitch ass nigga.
You gonna try to end me, nigga?
Like, we get to throw hands. Like,
he shot this nigga in the shoulder. He probably was not aiming for a nigga fucking shoulder, bro. That's just where the bullet landed. You feel me? Like,
his brother, like, Jay, what are you doing? It's crazy right here.
Oh my God. Yeah.
But final thoughts?
Trust nobody. Not playing rest in
R.I.P.
peace.
to Darkman X. The X.
That's also, another song I think is pretty hard. That
nigga was juiced up. That nigga was fucking harmonizing the beat.
That song Party Up, that I feel like that was the anthem. Party anthem, whatever song, is the anthem for every simp.
Simp? Damn.
Yeah, right. Because
you twisted. Girls a hoe. You broke, kid ain't yours, and everybody knows.
Bro,
your man said you stupid. You be like, I love my baby mama.
Never let it go.
Hey, I'm tired of these weak ass niggas crying for pussy that don't belong to them. What the fuck is wrong
with them?
Bro, see, it's little shit like that. It's little shit just like that part right there that as a kid, DMX was appealing because you had this character of a nigga and you hear that shit as a kid and so I love my baby mama. I never let her go.
But he was a character. That song was so hard.
I think it had like gangster music. It just had bounce to it. Which was, let's think about it. That's very different for like a New York East Coast nigga. Like that's what made DMX so different. Like that nigga had a different tempo than them niggas.
Now I gotta watch Cradle to the Grave and listen to some of this.
I'm gonna go watch one of them hoes, man. Maybe Never Die Alone or some shit. I never seen that one.
Love Never Die Alone, bro. You'll love that one.
Yeah.
Damn. I guess I gotta watch something besides Romeo Must Die and Exit Wounds.
Credit you love like Never Die Alone. Like there's just a scene in there where he's so real talking about the woman. I was like, this is messed up, but it's so gangster.
Oh shit. Belly
Hey, but I
stocks.
gotta try, bro.
Belly stocks have gone up 100%.
That's true. That's gonna be Belly's the movie that everybody should have had other than The Godfather. Yeah.
Yes. Anybody got any other final thoughts?
Yeah, we'll see.
No.
Alrighty. If you're watching, go watch the DMX movie.
Oh, and go stream some of my music too, man. Go ahead, give me some pennies.
Yeah, go on.
That's exactly what you make from Spotify. It's fucking pennies. Sometimes pennies on pennies. Oh yeah. Yep. I mean, I don't got no final thoughts. Listen to Darkman X, Earl Simmons.
Peace.
Yeah. That's all I got, y'all.
All right.
Y'all hold it down and have a blessed